All right, so we are up for a new podcast session with Siddharth. So, the ones who don't know, firstly, I would like to, this is the first podcast that we are hosting together. And before this, I have got to know Siddharth a bit because we have, been working on since the past 1 month on the branding stuff of, his manifestation coach thing. So, yes, Siddharth, how would you like to introduce yourself to the audience just within one or two lines?
Yeah, so first of all, Ayushi, thank you so much for having me here. Like, I'm really grateful from all my heart.
Same
And
goes here.
yeah, and for me, how I would like to introduce myself, it's an author, coach, and speaker. And yeah, a good
Okay.
human being up above everything else.
All right, that's great. Also, Siddharth, I got to know that you're from Rajasthan. So the things which I have in my mind about the people of Rajasthan are there because I have studied in Delhi, right? So I have had some of my
Mhm.
friends who were from Rajasthan, and I got to see that the people in Rajasthan, they are a bit more, very much sweet or humble, we can say. They are not very much aggressive, or they don't take advantage of other people very easily. They are too much into a humble thing. Do you think that it is because of the origin of the place or something around the culture? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I keep listening this from my guest also. So once
Okay.
they see, they say that why everyone is talking so politely here, why there is such a sweetness in the nature. That's true. It
Exactly.
comes within our heritage and culture because most of the royal families and everything belong from Rajasthan. And there is a very
Hmm.
unique and sweet culture of the Rajputana culture that goes like saying Ji Hujur. And so that's very sweet, and there is always a respect for the elders at a very high level
Totally
of
agree.
respect. So that's with the culture we got it.
Okay, okay. It's really good to know. So, yes, apart from that, I got to see that you have, been through a lot of phases and experiences in your life itself. Firstly, I got to know that you had started basically. I mean, I'm not really here to introduce you on my own because it would be great if you could just tell me your journey in basically a few words, or just try to describe your journey within the next 10 minutes. We all are here to share experiences and understand you exactly.
Absolutely. So before I begin my journey, I would like to tell you that life will break you down. Not one time, not twice, and number of times. The only secret of success is when every time life breaks you down, bounce back at the double height. So if you are here and life breaks you down, next time your level would be here. If you understood this simple thing, so no matter what mistakes you made, no matter what all experiment you do in life, no matter how much life breaks you down, you will always come back a level up. So keep this in mind. So what
Okay.
happened with me was, first I never wanted to be an engineer. Honestly, I wanted to be an author. So after my 12th, I asked my father that I wanted to be a writer. So my father told me, okay, tell me 10 writers. So that time the reading revolution in India hasn't begun. It was a time when hardly anyone read books in the youth and everything. So my father told me, okay, tell me 10 names of any authors that you know. And I was like blank. So then he said that just go with the flow, do the things that's required first, then you can become what you want to become. Now I had this
Definitely.
thing in my mind. Now just imagine when my 12th was completed, it was year 2010. My
Mhm.
first poetry book got published in 2023 January. So if
Okay.
you know your dream that no matter what I am going to achieve it, no matter what time it takes, you're going to achieve it. Your life will go through a lots of phases, and those experiences will help you curate the your dream book. So
Totally
those
agree.
experiences are very necessary. Now after my engineering, I just didn't understood a simple thing. I was like, I was very creative. I thought that we will be taught how to create sensors, this, that. I have so many ideas in my mind. But when I started studying, I got to know that there they are teaching just read, mug up from a book, write in your exams, get good marks, you will get a good job. That's it. So ultimately, at the end of third year, I really felt like I should leave engineering. This is not something for me. There were not two career options also during that particular phase in
Mm-hmm.
2010. And when we belong to a tier 3 city, Udaipur, it's a very small
Mm-hmm.
city. We don't even know what's going on in the metros and everywhere. So then I did my engineering anyway, and I failed in like I had 11, 7, 8 arrears in my sixth semester. Now in seventh semester, I decided that I want to get out of this place and I will do it no matter what. So when my roommates used to sleep, I used to study in a kitchen that was hardly 2 feet long. And in that
Hostel
area,
life.
under a bulb,
Huh.
because all of them were sleeping and I didn't wanted to disturb them. There was no fan, and just imagine the Chennai heat. Just have a visit in Chennai, you will know what in hostel life you don't have
Mm.
ACs and everything. So I studied all night till 3 a.m. I made notes. I taught my roommates. They passed. I passed. In a single semester, I cleared 11 out of 12 of my backs. All were core subjects, and that was a university record. No one imagined
Okay.
that someone could clear so many subjects in a single go. I even gave 2 exams on a single day. So if you decide no, you will do something, you will do it. It doesn't matter how tough the subjects are or anything else. So once
I guess
I
this is where your manifestation journey begins.
absolutely, I
Hmm.
always wanted to get out of that place and live a dream life.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Okay.
journey doesn't end here. You know what happened was, so in eighth semester I even had one back left. That's
Mm-hmm.
arrear. So because of that I couldn't sit in the placements. So all I was left with, and then I came to know about journalism and I wanted to be a photojournalist at that time. But I didn't have the courage
Okay.
to ask my family to give me more money. Already they had invested so much in the college journey. Now how can I ask me that just keep investing in me? So I thought, okay, they have done their bit. After your college life is complete, never ask money from parents. Never. Try to be self-dependent, live your life on your own. And even in college, try to take education loan. And so it will help you become stronger. It will help you become a tougher person. Being not dependent on
Absolutely.
parents will help you a lot in your life. And it would also make you a very responsible being. Your parents would be very proud of you very soon. Tell them, no matter if you have money, if you don't have money, I will take the education loan. Even if your parents are rich, even then take the education loan. Fight yourself. And then you
Ex-
at some age you will be able to tell the world that I am a self-made millionaire. Whatever I did my in my life, I am a self-made person. So this is how the journey began. Then I went to Bangalore. I gave two interviews in a single day. Next one day in Bangalore, next day in Chennai. Then I got selected. During those 2 years of my job life, the only thing I loved about the whole job scenario was I got weekends off. And during those 2 days, I used to switch off my phone and I used to go on some or the other mountains or trek. Now that being in the arms of Mother Nature helped me heal so much. It helped me become such a better version. I felt like very grounded and humble person. I didn't had many requirements in my life. All I had in my PG room was one almirah that was 3 4 feet long. That was this much in size. So in that we had all the clothes. Under the bed there was one attache, what we say is a luggage bag. So rest of the clothes were there. So that's all we need to live an actual life. On weekends we just needed a backpack, few clothes, rain cover, very minimalistic life. So we slept under stars, under the open sky. Some days we slept in caves. Sometimes we slept in tent. You can't imagine what magic is there in the Mother Nature's arms. So once you experience it, you will feel that to be actually happy in life, you don't need money. You need a very limited point of money that can
Hmm.
help you live your with your expenses and everything. And once everything is covered, you don't need 10 crores, 100 crores to live a very happy life. So don't
Exactly.
find your passion. See, it's not necessary everyone love mountains. Some people love painting, some people love pets, Some people, everyone has their own persona. Some people love playing music. So whatever is your interest, give the weekends to what you love. Give those 2 days to what you love. Don't sleep that I am so tired after the 5 days. That I used to go on track on Friday night. I came back some days Monday morning 4 a.m. 9 a.m. I was in office. See, if you have decided here, nothing can
Mhm.
stop you. Sometimes I
Exactly.
went to my office and I was like walking like this, dugmug, dugmug, because there was so much pain in my legs and everything, and I couldn't even sit
Uh-huh.
properly after one of a very tough track. So pain is a part of process. It will help you become stronger. So now once the college, I kept sitting in front of the computer and kept thinking that this is not resonating. I'm not born to do this. And then suddenly I came to know about Teach for India Fellowship. So what we had to do in Teach for India Fellowship was there was 3 rounds of interviews. I cleared them all. It was very tough. It had only the take-in rate of 7%. So out of 100, they take only 7 students. I got selected. I had the offer letter in hand. First, I will tell you what we needed to do in
Mhm.
Teach for India Fellowship. We needed to teach unprivileged kids.
Okay.
So, and we got I was getting a salary half of what I was getting in my corporate life. So I decided that, okay, I will survive with this money, but I am going to work for impact. I will learn, I will shift to mountains, and I will live in a hut. I will teach students there where at that remote area there is no teacher. I'll make them into good human beings. Once they become good human beings, once they learn the skills to earn money and be happy, they will change another 10 families. Those 10 families will again change another 10 families. So this chain reaction will help us build a very beautiful and strong nation. So that was the purpose. So the day I had that offer letter in my hand, and I got a call from my home that dad is not well and he has started a project and he needs my help. So with a very broken heart, I came back home and I couldn't smile for next 1.5 years because my dream was so close to my heart.
Exactly.
After 26 years, I was getting to do something that I truly love, for which I was ready to dedicate my entire life. For that particular thing, I was ready to leave tracking and everything for everything, just for making my contributing to my nation. Right now, I had in my hands, and I had to leave everything then and there, move back and become a businessman because the project needed to complete a hotel. First, it was in construction stage. I built it from ground zero. After construction, I knew that dad won't be able to handle it because it was too much of work. I set up the entire hotel without any experience in hospitality, without knowing anything. And you will wonder, after 4 years of running the hotel, it is the best rated hotel, boutique hotel in Udaipur. It's called Hotel Siddhartha. You can search on Google. So
Great.
how can a person like me, who was an utter failure in college, who was an utter failure in
Mhm.
schools, when people used to talk about marks, that my kid is getting 92%, my kid is getting 95%. My parents used to feel so ashamed. They used to see their feet that I was getting 55, 60, 65. But I had a fire in my heart that I want to contribute to my nation. I want to make an impact and make lives better in my nation. So the single aim kept me going. Now, once the hotel was done, we were at a very good position. I automated the entire hotel. I handed it over to my father that, okay, you have made so much investment. This all belongs to you. It doesn't belong to me. Now you hardly need to give 1 or 2 hours daily. I learned everything sales and marketing, so I'm not dependent on the team. Any given day, if anything wrong happens, I know the inside out structure. So I can any given day I can set up everything again, even if I'm at zero. Then I began my coaching journey. Now during this whole phase of the hotel building and everything, I realized 2 things: that our schools and colleges doesn't teach you the real life skills that will actually make you successful. They just make you job ready. If you have not done an MBA, you don't know anything about sales, marketing, branding, zero knowledge. You don't know about relationship management, mindset management, nothing. I struggled with my relationships. I was struggling with every single thing in my life. I was very fit because I was in karate. But being physically fit won't change the other spectrums of your life. Your life is dependent on four things: health, wealth, relationships, and happiness. If any of the pillar is broken, you won't be able to live a fulfilled life. So now I teach people how they can manifest everything they want. So I learned from few of my mentors and teachers how the goal writing is done, how you can manifest things. And now I have become after doing it for few years, now the manifestation comes so fast. If I write it, things start happening within a week, within 10 days, within a month. So if you learn these secrets, how to manifest what you want, you can achieve massive success with a fulfilled heart, with so much happiness, with beautiful relationships with your family. So you can achieve every single thing. So then when I looked around me, everyone was suffering. Everyone I talked to had some or the other complaints with life. But once I learned it, I knew that everyone can be happy. Everyone can be wealthy. Everyone can be abundant. So I started teaching these things to have a larger impact. So that's why I became a success mindset coach, and manifestation is what I teach in this.
That's really inspiring, Siddharth. I mean, okay, you've been through a lot, actually speaking. And apart from that, at some point, I feel that, we actually develop a mindset that the things which are happening around us, maybe they are destined to be this way, and maybe we are not made for success and things like that. Also, people have a mentality that a person who is an average in everything will always stay an average kid, and they don't look out of the box that if a person is not good at this particular thing, it might be a possibility that he has some other things in which he is excellent at. God has made everyone in a unique way, right? So
Absolutely.
that's truly inspiring. So yes, apart from that, I have a few other questions.
Mhm.
One of them is that, okay, what was that particular single instant in life which made you understand that this is exactly what I need to do with my career? See, the thing I got to know that you wish to change a million lives through your work. So what was that instant exactly which helped you, you know get this goal?
So the single person who motivated me to do everything to go into this field is my father. My father is such a great human being that when I was in school and I got into lots of wrong activities. I was very creative, but when my energy was not channelized and all I needed to do was study, 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 I got creatively destructive. So if you are not constructively creative, you will be destructively creative. Now my energies were always going into some or the other wrong directions. I was always getting into fights, speaking in front of teachers, and every single day I used to got beaten up in schools and everywhere.
Okay.
So then suddenly what happened was, I used to have a whole diary where I had these pictures of Bollywood heroes, heroines, these so I was wasting my time, I was wasting my life. And one day my father got hold of that diary, and then he asked me like where these paper cuttings are going. So when I showed him the diary, and he felt so shocked up. He said, "Why you are such a wonderful guy and you are just wasting your life?" And then he was so hurt. He told me that don't call me your father again. You are having these heroines photos in your diary. You are having these heroes. What will you do from all these? So that was the turning point, and I felt that I have to make my father proud in this life. I will make my father proud. I will make my nation proud. So what he started doing was to change my mindset. He started giving me article cuttings from newspaper. So whenever there was some very inspiring story in the newspaper, he used to cut it down and he used to give it to me. So there were examples of people who won Nobel Peace Prize. They remained single. They opened their house for orphans, for widows, and they served them. Then he helped me with the books of Mother Teresa, sometimes Swami Vivekananda, and all reading all those stories, reading about those articles where one of the article was about that half of our nation still doesn't get 2 time of proper meal. No, it touched my heart. I really cried that day when I thought, and that day I decided that I will do something for my nation. I will improve the situation. So my father inculcated those habits in me. those articles, those were the reason that inspired me to become what I have become today. So it was his vision. He had such a great vision to teach his kid all these things. Hardly I see around myself any parents giving these paper cuttings to their kids to inspire them to inculcate actually good values and principles in life.
Exactly. In today's time, we have also got such parents who don't even have time to manage for their kids. And, those days are gone when they used to teach us the ground rules about life. And yes, I totally resonate with you on these things. So, okay, apart from this, how do you manage your work life balance? Like, I see that in your personal life too, you're a person who is very much grounded to things but still very happy with whatever you have with you. There are people who are still in a complaining zone, or at least the inner self says that they are not exactly at the point they wish to reach in life. But when I see you, I get to know that this is a person who is truly happy from inside. So what is it that keeps you going?
Absolutely. So if you will take my life few years back and if you'll rewind it, you will find me as a very unhappy person, struggling with the same
Okay.
things that everyone is struggling with, and relationships, money, every single thing, mindset, lots of negativity. I blamed my parents for my life. I blamed my wife. I blamed God that you have not been like given me everything. And I continuously blamed, and I was in a very, very negative zone. But there was one thing inside me that I will get out of this no matter what. This is not what I am destined for. I deserve to be happy. I am a good person by heart. Everyone is a good person by heart. And you all deserve to be happy. But instead of accepting the situation, I decided that I will get out of it. So I invested heavily in few of the courses. Even if I had to go out of my budget, I went. So I wanted to get a bike for myself from 2017, since the day I shifted back to Udaipur. Bike is something I love a lot. Till 2023, I have not bought the bike. And I have invested heavily in courses. And that was the best decision of my life. Once I underwent through these courses, I understood what gratitude practicing is, how you can change your mindset, how you can rewire your brain. So I started practicing all of the things. Then the single act of gratitude writing will be responsible for happiness of 90% of your life. 90% of your problems will solve if you start writing gratitude. So even if you are in a very worst situation, write thank you God for the life you have given me. Thank you God that today I am alive. Thank you God there are people suffering in hospital. There are so many people, but I am in a very better state. No matter what state you are in right now in life, there must be someone who is in a far worse state, and he would be very happy to come at the position you are at. So you must practice this gratitude. Thank you God for this life, for this breath. Every single breath you take is a blessing from God. Don't waste it. See, you will figure out the things in future. If it's not work, everything is not working right now, it's completely alright. Still thank God for everything you have. At least you have food. You have access to internet. If you are watching this video, you have access to internet. 90% of the people are not even having access to internet. If you have ever taken a train journey, see the huts around in the remote regions. 90% of India lives in that situation, in a hut without any access to anything that you are having right now. So when you start thanking God for everything you have, automatically your vibrations will increase, your energy will increase. When you are very thankful to God for everything you have, you will become a superhuman very, very fast. So that's there is a specific method and techniques that I teach in my course, that I teach in my one-to-one sessions. But what I'm telling you, if you start doing it right now, your life would not be same. So gratitude practicing is the at the topmost thing that you must start with. So this is what everyone should be thankful to God for whatever you have.
Totally agree. See, it goes like that when once we, cry for getting perfect shoes for us, and when we see other person who doesn't even have feet, so that's when this thing hits that God has given us far more than what we even deserve. So we really need to be, grateful for that. Yes. Okay. Apart from this, so Siddharth, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? How would you like to answer this?
Next 5 years, post those 5 years, you will see me everywhere. Half of the India would be knowing me.
That's the
Even
confidence everyone needs.
everyone.
Seriously.
That's what I see.
Okay.
Everyone
Uh-huh.
in India would be knowing a person like me who is there out there to impact millions of lives, to teach the success principles. Because everyone can be successful. All you need is a right coach and follow what he's saying. Because he
Exactly.
has gone through everything. Instead of
Uh-huh.
wasting 10 years of your life, find a coach. He will help you reach there in 3 years or less.
Absolutely.
That's how I saved my 10 years. I wasted 10 years when I didn't had a coach. Since the day I had two or three coaches, four coaches, one for my
Hmm.
business, one for my mindset, and as soon as I got into that, what I could have achieved in next 10 years, I have already done most of the things in 2 years. So my success rate has increased rapidly, super fast, 10x.
It actually happens because the thing is that when we get to learn from others' experiences, now we stop making the uh, what do we say, the mistakes which we would be making very often. We get to make new mistakes, so that is
Correct.
even better. We get to understand things in a very much different manner. So yes, always it's rightly said that गुरु आपको आपके मतलब लाइफ का पाथ बिल्कुल चेंज कर सकते हैं, वो आपको बहुत अच्छे से गाइड कर सकते हैं. And it's very important to find a mentor for you and who is at least 10 years ahead from you, so that you can learn things from them. So this is very much needed actually. Acha, one more question. So do you believe in destiny? What I I'm sorry. Yes, okay. Yes,
Yeah,
do
no
you
problem.
believe in
Keep going. I
destiny?
think
What are
there
your
was a
thoughts
delay.
around this? Yes.
I believe you create your destiny. You are the only one who creates your destiny. There are few things that will happen down the line that is written and that's bound to happen no matter what you do. I have studied lives of millionaires, billionaires. Even they go through a certain phase, even they go through challenges. You can't stop challenges from coming to your life, no matter at what stage you are. But how you deal with them, how you overcome it, your resilience power, this is what will define your life. So these things will come, but how you manage them, how you turn all those adversities in your to your advantage, that's what will define you. See, if I would have been crying about all the things I faced in my life, I would have not been here. But today, each
Absolutely.
of the failures or each of the challenges I faced is a proud badge of honor for me. So those are the stories I tell people that that was the worst phase and how I overcame it. So thank God for challenges also. Thank you, God, for giving me so many challenges for making me stronger. Right now, you
Exactly.
might not be able to understand it. I will give you a simple example. I was destined to go to mountains, live in a hut, two dogs. That's all I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing much to ask for. I could have
Mm-hmm.
gotten it easily. But why God decided that I should come back to my hometown with a broken heart, build something, because before I reached that destiny, God wanted me to transform so many lives, so many people who are waiting to listen to this particular video or some of my videos, so that they can get inspiration and they can start what they are destined for. So God wanted me to do my bit first, then reach where I want to reach. So God has everything sorted out. So even if you are in a very bad situation right now, because you need to go through these challenges to become the person you are destined to be.
Totally agree with this. Okay, so what is your thought about the presence of that divine soul, or whom we call God, or different languages have different terms for that? What do you feel about that particular entity or that energy?
So there is absolutely an higher power. We must surrender to it. If you don't believe in God, then you can say it's universe. If it's not universe, you can say it's God, no matter what religion. But that belief, see, the belief is the most important part. If you believe that there is a higher power who will sort everything out, I just need to take actions and the higher power will guide me through every situation. But what we do is we are so busy in our lives that we never sit down and evaluate our life for 10 minutes, for half hour, and make a note of our life. Give us a score out of 10 where my life lies. Out of 10 in happiness, how much marks I will give myself right now. In relationships, how much marks I will give myself. In wealth, how what's my score. Once you have that score right in front of you, now you can plan, okay, this is the most urgent area, my career or business, and here is what I should do in the next coming months to improve this and to improve this score. So don't be so busy that you even forget to evaluate your life. Once you evaluate it, sit down calmly, peacefully, note it, then make a plan how I can improve it. See, when I had a very bad relationship, I was having very tussle with my parents, with my wife. So what I did was I wrote down, and then I heard somewhere that if you want to be happy, you will find a way. I came back home. I told my wife, see, I want to be very happy with you. I don't want someone else. Us to be very happy. Now tell me how we can achieve this goal together. Now, since then, things started changing because both of us came together and we are fighting a next problem. Instead of facing the person right in front that we both are the enemies, we both are not the enemies. So you come by the side of that person. Now you
Hmm.
see the problem. Okay, this is the problem and we are going to sort this out. This simple perspective will change every single.
No,
So
that's
God will help
absolutely
you.
amazing.
God will definitely
Mhm.
help you. There was a situation in my life where for 3 months I couldn't even breathe properly. I was breathing like all day long, 24 hours I was breathing like this because of some incident,
Okay.
and I didn't know what to do. So every day I went to temple. I wrote those scripts, the pujas and everything, and I did that with all my heart. I read them. Now 1 month nothing happened. Second month nothing happened. Third month on that particular day, all those sentences started getting into my body. Somehow my mind understood that, okay, this is the reason of suffering. If you detach yourself, then there is no suffering. Every single thing I was reading. And as soon as that prayer completed, my face lightened up. I was brimming with joy. And when I came home and my parents were like, you are the person, 3 months you are struggling and we couldn't see you smile. Right now you have came and you are just so lit up. You are so full of joy. So before that, even I didn't knew what God can do, what higher power or universe can do. But that particular day, I experienced it, I felt it. Then I knew that there is a higher power, and if we truly believe and if we are consistent. See, if you are not consistent, even in praying, nothing will happen. You need to do that particular thing daily. So result can come in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, maybe 6 months. There is no surety, but it will come. 100%, 200% it will come. Believe in the higher power and surrender yourself. Take care of everything. I am just devoted to you. Miracles will happen.
That's really amazing. See, I've got to know this that you can put in your 100% efforts into things and expect nothing in return. That's
Yeah.
when things will start, working in a miraculous way for you. So that works really amazing. Acha, okay, how would you like to describe your, your relationship with Nikki ji as of now? Because I see that she is also someone who is very good with her career too, and absolutely she will also be the one who would be managing her family along with her career profession. So how do you get inspired through her work?
So the first thing is she is a selfless soul. She always believes in contributing, giving so much. So ultimately, she will receive everything that she deserves. It might take some time. So she has been the biggest support in my life. So during my karate journey, we got married, and then I couldn't wake up so early to go to the class at 5:36 a.m. And then suddenly I was on a verge of giving up. I was thinking like I am not doing justice to my training, and instead of doing this like irregularity, some days I'm going, some days I'm not going. This is not how you become a black belt. And I told her that I'm like not feeling like I'm doing justice and I should stop it. And then she stood and she said that don't worry, I will wake you up at 5. We will sleep on time, and I will. She pushed me through that phase. Again, then while I was working for my hotel for 10 days, I was in Kolkata. Then again in next month, for a week, I was in Pune to learn sales, marketing, connection. So she stood there like a rock solid pillar with my family. She was dealing with everything. So this is how much support she has given me. I could have never achieved everything without her. Some days it will happen that what you are trying to do will not resonate with your family. They will not be understand at the initial stage what you are trying to do. At that particular moment, you need to have faith in yourself and God. And first, you can try to explain them. Sometimes, even after the explaining, they will not understand. Every revolutionary goes through this process, that their family tells them that you are just the most stupid guy, and what you are doing is out of our. Take Flipkart's owners, take Jeff Bezos, take. There are n number of examples when people thought their own family thought that he is doing, he's ruining his
Rubbish
life.
work, and this
Yeah,
person doesn't know anything. He is our kid and he is born, he just needs a job and that's it. This person is not
yes,
made to create something. So yes, they just
absolutely.
don't believe.
But that particular day, you need to go alone. You will have to fight that you. Keep going. When you will start getting results, everyone will.
Absolutely. um okay, apart from this, okay, one more thing. Does life seem fair to you? Hello. Yes. Hmm. 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 Totally agree. Mm. But they don't get the, the place in the newspaper articles, because we get attracted towards the negative, things. Yes, we can say that. Totally, totally agree with you. Okay. Okay. Yes. Would you like to share one of the, the lowest phases of your life, and one phase which uplifted you in some way or the other? Yes, these both. Hmm. Okay. Mm. Absolutely. God will direct you to the way for which you are actually meant to be. So that is totally right. Okay, would you like to share some of your experiences with, you would be dealing, I know, with a lot of clients in the previously and currently. So how did you change their lives, or what kind of problems did they bring to you, and how did you provide solutions to that? That is something I'm very much interested in, at least for today. Totally agree. No. That's excellent. You're doing an excellent job, Siddharth. I really didn't know that. Like few years back, I really didn't know that people like these exist. Who can at least start helping us to build the faith in ourselves, which is long lost. Because when our own people even start, questioning the things which we do, the decisions we start making, and there come times when we ourselves start doubting ourselves. That's when we need to understand that it all comes from within. If you are really passionate about something, you will make it happen. And let the world go anywhere. You are If you are determined about something, you can make it happen. So you're doing an excellent job by transforming the lives of so many people. I really have got to learn a lot from you till the date, and I really hope you and wish you excellent luck and good health ahead. Yes, before winding up the session, yes, there be some other things you would like to mention, or yes? Mm-hmm. Giving. Mm. Same 24 hours. Mm-hmm. They all follow. Mm-hmm. And these are some really great lessons. I got to learn a lot today. I mean, I already feel so much heavy with the thoughts and the way you see life. I'm really inspired, and I hope the audience which sees this also has a lot to, understand through this. And yes, I really look forward to more and more such sessions with you, and more and more learnings with you, Siddharth. So that's all from our side. I don't think there is anything else left as of now to, you know, I guess we are good to wind up the session for today. And yes, it was great interacting with you. And thank you so much, Siddharth. Anything else you wish to say? Yes, yes. That's that's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for those kind words, Siddharth. Also, I would like to tell one more thing. Siddharth has recently released his new book, which yes, would you like to name that? Absolutely. Definitely. So I'll try to put the link of that in the comments below, and do let us know how you got inspired through this, or at least mention one or two lessons which you got out of this, or something would you would like to add on to this. So that's all from our side. I guess we are good to go, and thank you so much for being here, Siddharth. Thank you. Bye.